It's made possible by a lot of people giving both money and time and effort and talent. One of those people represents the Robison Harley Foundation, Will Harley, and I am proud to introduce him right now. Will, come on up.
Thank you, everyone. Hope everybody can hear me. Good morning. My name is William Harley, and I have the pleasure of introducing all of you to the 6th Annual CARES Conference. The image behind me is supposed to be that of my father, and it takes a few minutes. You know, when we go live, you never know what's going to happen. There it is. The image behind me is that of my father, Robison D. Harley, who practiced here at Wills Eye many years ago. He was also someone who suffered from glaucoma. And because he cared about Wills Eye Institute, and because he knew firsthand what it was like to have glaucoma, he left money to the Robison D. Harley Fund to support patient education in glaucoma. Today, as one of the directors of this fund, I am, for the 3rd year, a supporter of this conference and a supporter of the Harley Multimedia Gallery on willseye.org. So if you're astute in the online, I encourage you to go on and see the Multimedia Gallery. All of us are here today because we're interested in learning more about the treatment of glaucoma. If my dad were here, he would downplay his lifetime of accomplishments, including his philanthropy, but he isn't here today, so I get the rare chance to tell you a little bit more about Robison D. Harley. He was born in 1911, and he passed away in 2007 at the ripe age of 95. He loved to teach, and after medical school, he earned his Ph.D. in neuro-ophthalmology at the Mayo Clinic. When World War II broke out, he served as an ophthalmologist at the Gorgas Hospital in the Panama Canal Zone. And when he was off duty, he offered his surgical skills at no cost to the local populace. After the war, he returned to Atlantic City and took over his father's practice. My grandfather was also an ophthalmologist, and found that most of the patients wanted to see young Dr. Harley because of his unique ability to communicate and care for patients. But his true calling was really in teaching. He sold his practice in Atlantic City and moved to Philadelphia and was proud to teach at Temple University, St. Christopher's Hospital for Children, and here at Wills. As a matter of fact, he ran the pediatric ophthalmology department here on the 12th floor, now under the direction of Alex Levin, and was considered to be one of the top leaders in pediatric ophthalmology. His contribution to medicine includes publishing over 150 medical articles, designing and trying new surgical techniques to help his patients, speaking at medical conferences on those things he's learned, and volunteering around the world. In 1975, he published The Harley's Pediatric Ophthalmology, a textbook which I believe is still in print by Mosby and still is used in medical schools around the world. The funny thing is, these achievements almost did not happen. You see, he was struck with tuberculosis when he was 16. Spent most of that year recovering, and his grades at school were poor, to the extent that the Atlantic City High School administrator told his mother that he was not college material. He was best suited to learn a trade, he said. But my grandmother never gave up on him and told my grandfather to get him tutored so he could enter college. He improved his grades and was accepted to Rutgers. But it was only in the last couple of years at that school that he discovered his love for medicine. Up until that time, he was going to be a forest ranger. And I used to kid him that he was going to be Ranger Rick and his best friends were going to be Yogi Bear and Boo Boo the Bear. What this story illustrates about my father is that he succeeded when so many things worked against him. It's really about his commitment and his belief system. In his case, it's not only his own belief system, but that of his chief supporter, his mother. Today, we're here at this conference to learn about glaucoma from some of the best minds in the world. And I will ask you about your commitment and your beliefs to learn not only for yourself, but to network and share what you learn here today with others who also suffer from this disease. In this way, you're spreading the value of the CARES Conference, and that's one of the reasons why I'm supporting this cause. One last quest I have of you, I know Jeremiah had mentioned this, is to know your thoughts on the conference. We will, or we have already circulated some of those surveys, and we'd like to know what you liked and what you didn't like. If there's something that happened that was good or something that didn't work out so well for you, would you let us know on those surveys? Maybe you have an idea that's out-of-the-box idea, something really wild that you think would improve the conference. We want to know about it. Your response and communication is invaluable to us, and only through your participation can we improve the presentations and the subject matter here today. And plus, we want to make it much more relevant to you. So in this way, you can help us make it even more valuable program to the caregivers and others who are directly linked with this condition. So with that, I thank you for doing so. I thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the conference for today. Thank you very much.